How do you explain, though? How do you explain that your phone is showing that you're going in those directions? How do you explain that?
If you say you got my car on video and you say this is showing all this, let me see it. Because there's no way that none of that.
Let me see it.
There's no way.
All right, I'll show you.
That baby's mama deserves some closure. Because she'll never, ever get to see her 12-year-old daughter again. Ever. The bad thing about it is, she'll never get to see that last closure of what she looked like. I pray that she doesn't have to see that child in the funeral home. Because that doesn't even look like that pretty little girl.
On the afternoon of May 31st, 2017, 12-year-old Naomi Jones was at home in North Pensacola, Florida, babysitting her two younger brothers. Naomi was known as responsible, caring, and mature for her age. That day began like any other. Earlier in the afternoon, Naomi and her brothers took the family dog for a walk and returned to their apartment around 1:30 p.m. Not long after, Naomi left the apartment again, this time alone. This was highly unusual, especially while she was responsible for her brothers. Even more concerning, she left behind her phone and personal belongings. Around 2:30 p.m., Naomi's mother, Shantara Hurry, received a call at work from one of her sons. Naomi hadn't come back. She immediately rushed home, searched the neighborhood, and knocked on doors, hoping someone had seen her daughter. No one had. A missing child report was filed that same day. What followed was an urgent and massive response. A mobile command center was set up near the apartment complex. Hundreds of volunteers joined law enforcement in the search. Tips flooded in. Interviews were conducted. Search warrants were executed. The FBI even offered a reward for information. Despite days of effort, there were no answers. As time passed, investigators began narrowing their focus. Family members and close contacts were questioned and ruled out. With no clear direction, detectives expanded their attention to individuals living near the apartment complex, people who had access to the area and familiarity with the surroundings. One name began to surface: Robert Letroy Howard. Howard was known to investigators due to his past and because he frequently visited the apartment complex. His girlfriend lived there, placing him in close proximity to Naomi. When first questioned, Howard claimed he was not in Pensacola at the time Naomi disappeared. But as investigators continued digging, his account began to change. Police started reviewing security footage from the surrounding area. Cameras near the apartment complex showed a vehicle matching Howard's still in the area around the time of Naomi's disappearance, contradicting earlier statements about where he said he'd been. When questioned again, Howard adjusted his timeline, acknowledging he'd been nearby after previously suggesting otherwise. These inconsistencies raised red flags. As detectives continued reviewing camera footage, phone data, and witness information, Howard's name continued to appear in the investigation. The focus intensified, not because of a single piece of evidence, but because his story no longer aligned with what investigators were uncovering. Then, 2 days after Naomi vanished, the investigation took a devastating turn. Her body was discovered beneath a bridge at 8 Mile Creek, an isolated area miles away from where she was last seen. The scene was immediately secured, drawing a heavy police presence and public attention. And now, investigators needed answers fast. What really happened to Naomi Jones? And why did one man's story keep changing as the truth came closer?
Alright, so what time did you arrive in Burton?
About 1:30ish, 1:40 maybe, somewhere in there.
Okay. And then, what'd you do when you got there?
When she was gone, I went home to the house. Went to my house.
Your house?
Yes.
And that's the 210 Ball Street?
Yes.
Okay, so you got into Burton, you didn't make any stops, you just went straight over to your house?
Straight to my house.
Okay. And then, how long were you at your house?
Maybe about 45 minutes, maybe.
Alright.
45 to an hour, maybe. Left.
Where'd you go?
Came back to Pensacola. Well, I called Jeff and told him that I needed to come back to Pensacola. And,
Jeff's your co-worker?
yes.
Okay.
And I told him I was coming back, and I needed to get my gear because it was storming. I didn't have my boots. I didn't have my rain jacket or anything. Came back here to get that. Made it back here maybe like something to 4, right at 4. 4-ish, maybe.
Okay. So you got back in Pensacola about
Mhm.
4 p.m.?
Yeah.
Alright. And grabbed your raincoat, boots,
Grabbed my
and then
gear.
immediately back to Burton?
Yes, when I grabbed everything, I came out the door. When I came out the door and came downstairs, that's when the little girl's mom and another older lady stopped me and asked me if I had seen the little girl. And I told them, no, I just came down to the apartment. And that's when she told me her daughter was missing. And I talked with them for a few minutes, and I told her I'm not being rude, but I got to go to work. And I left.
Okay. So how long would you say you were at the apartment complex when you came back over there?
It wasn't 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just long enough to grab 2 Powerades, my rain jacket, and my boots.
Okay. And then back to Burton.
Back to Bruce.
Okay. And when did you arrive in Burton?
Like I said, around about 5:30, because we clocked in at 5:36. So I'm going to say like
So you went straight to work?
straight to work,
Okay.
yes.
Alright. And then you worked until, you said, 1:30?
1:30, yes.
And then what'd you do after that?
Got off and I came back to Pensacola.
Okay, where'd you go in Pensacola?
Back to Lawrence.
It was straight over to
Straight-
Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. And what time would you say you got there?
I said if I left at 1:30, got about maybe like 2:35, 2:40, because it's usually within an hour.
Okay. And then,
And took a shower, watched TV until I got tired and got into bed.
okay.
Was Lauren there when you got back?
Yes, Lawrence always there.
Okay.
I woke, I always tap her and let her know I'm in the house.
Did you wake her up that night?
I always tap her. Whenever I get in the house, I always tap her and let her know I'm there.
Did she acknowledge you?
She always said, mm-hmm. That's all she said, mm-hmm.
And what time did you say you got back to the apartment?
About 2:35, 2:40, somewhere in there.
What vehicle did you?
I always drive my vehicle to work.
Which one?
The Nissan Altima.
Okay. So you were in that car that night?
Yes, I'm in that
Okay.
car every night.
Okay.
I got a question. Because I've been, is my house and vehicle going to be searched? Because
Yes.
I've been looking, okay, that's all I'm
Yes.
asking. Because
Yes.
I haven't cleaned it. Everything is still
Yes,
the same.
that's what they're doing right
okay,
now, so.
That's what
yeah.
I've been waiting on. That's just like
Yeah.
I
Well,
told you
not-
today.
yeah,
I
your
mean, I know you're not
house,
saying it, and I know
apartment.
why y'all are taking precautions because of
Yeah.
my status. And like I say, I just been waiting on this to happen because I knew it was going to happen. So that's all I wanted to know. That's fine.
What is your background or your history or
Well-
whatever?
When a child goes missing, investigators start with the people closest to him. It's standard procedure: family first, then friends, then acquaintances. In Naomi's case, 3 names quickly rose to the surface. The first was her grandfather, Robert Jones. He had recently reconnected with Naomi after years of limited contact. Family tension existed, questions were asked, but after thorough questioning and searches of his home and vehicle, his alibi held firm. He was cleared. The second was Shantara's former partner. Investigators discovered a series of text messages between him and Naomi that raised eyebrows. When authorities tried reaching him, he seemed to be avoiding contact. which only deepened suspicion. But the truth was simpler. He had an unrelated warrant and feared arrest. Phone records confirmed he was nowhere near the apartment complex that day. Another dead end. So, detectives widened the net. They began pulling records on individuals living in and around the apartment complex. Names were cross-referenced. Backgrounds were checked. That's when one name stopped them cold. Robert Letroy Howard. His history spoke for itself. In 1999, in Escambia County, Alabama, Howard had been convicted on 2 counts of serious violent offenses, crimes committed against 2 separate women. He served approximately 15 years behind bars before his release. Now, here he was, living near the complex, visiting regularly to see his girlfriend who resided there, just steps away from where Naomi vanished. With a past like that, Robert Howard immediately became a person of significant interest.
That's fine.
What is your background or your history or
Well,
whatever?
when I was in I got out of high school, me and a girl was messing around. She got pregnant, and her was like a minister or whatever. So it was more of I made her than it being consensual to the point of because we had been doing this the whole summer. And so I said I copped out because I didn't have no money to try to afford a lawyer, so I had to cop out, and I did 15 years.
How old were you?
Like 18 years old.
And how old was she? Okay. What year was that?
1998.
What was the charge?
First degree rape.
First degree rape?
Yes.
And that was in Alabama.
Yes.
She was.
Yes.
How long had y'all had a relationship?
We started messing around this summer, so I mean we knew each other, for years. So
Did y'all go to the same school?
yes, we went to the same school. Yes.
What school? Okay. Did she live near you? Did y'all hang out or?
Well, we started messing around when I was playing in the 3-on-3 tournament because everybody was at the gym together, so we would see each other, and really it was just something thrown out there, but it ended up happening.
When you say you started seeing her in the summer, is that like? Do you mean right after you graduate or got out of school, or did you start seeing her in the summer before school ended?
Just like I seen her all through school, but it was nothing, ever said or done. But like that summer, we hooked up. We started hooking up during that summer, right out there in that school.
Okay. How many times did y'all hook up before? I guess y'all got caught.
From that summer, all the way up until like December.
So, May.
It was like more like
June,
July.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December. About 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there another charge that you had in your history?
Yeah, it was say the same thing. It was just another girl put in. They was like basically like I did this same thing to this other girl.
You got her pregnant, or you just?
No, I didn't get her pregnant. It was just we was messing around, and she said I made her. And it's the same time that this other girl said the same thing. And basically, they said I did the same thing to both of them in the same night at the same time.
So you were 18. How old was this girl?
Same age.
So both.
Paperwork, I don't know if this changed, but in my paperwork, it had like 2 different ages. Then it said it was a white female. It's not a white female. It's 2 black females, and they were the same age. I don't know if they ever changed it because they got my tattoos and everything.
Because I thought one of them was a younger
female. Yeah, they got a lot of my stuff messed up. They got the tattoos and everything messed up. So that, I don't know if they changed it or fixed it, but we were all like, it was 2 black females.
Okay.
You said that the missing girl was never in your car or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
And the only interaction you've had with her is just like...
If I see her, if she sees me or she sees however we were, she speaks. That's it.
Do you hang out in any certain areas of Pensacola, or what do you do when you're here in Pensacola?
We're pretty much at the apartment.
Okay.
If I go work out in the morning, I go work out in the morning, and that's pretty much it.
Do you ever go, I mean, do you have any other friends that live in Pensacola? Do you know anybody, say, over in the Lincoln Park area?
Where's Lincoln Park? He said something to me earlier about Lincoln Park. What is Lincoln Park?
That's,
He said something. I said, well, he said something to me about Lincoln Park, and I asked him. He said something like west of the interstate. I don't know which way is west.
like if you're coming from Bruton and you're coming south on Highway 29, where do you usually turn off to go to
I turn
the apartment?
right there right at 9 Mile. I get off on 9 Mile.
Okay. If you kept coming south, like past 9 Mile, and came up to, like, you know where Carpenter's Campers is on the corner of 29 and Detroit, right there? Like, if you took a right going west, that would be like Lincoln Park area over in there.
I got you.
You know anybody over in that area? Do you ever go over in that area?
We went to church over there before at
You can describe the church if you can't remember the
It's
name.
just a big church. You know,
Is it like a big metal building church that
Yeah.
sits like off the road over there? Okay. How often do y'all go to church there?
Whenever we, maybe once or twice a month, maybe.
When was the last time you went? Just curious.
This past Sunday.
Okay. And you said the last time you saw, I'm just going to call her Naomi, that's her name, Naomi, would have been that past weekend. Okay. Did y'all have any interaction then? Or?
No, not I mean, I say if it was just speaking, coming in or either out.
How old do you think she is?
They say, well, I know they say she's 12 years old from the flyer.
Before that, I mean, how old do you think she was?
A kid, maybe, I said maybe 10, 11 before that.
So she looked young?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What kind of girls are you into? I mean, what do you like?
Like grown women. I mean, women that's my age. I mean, I really have no preference of what size or, you know, how fat or how skinny, how tall or thin, but they're gonna be legal. You know, I don't fool with no kids. I don't mess with no teenagers, anything like that.
I gotcha. I mean, you like younger girls, like.
I mean, I haven't been with anyone younger than Lauren.
What's the youngest girl you've been with?
Lauren is the youngest girl I've been with.
And she's 30?
30, yes.
I gotcha. What if I were to tell you that your car was in the area where her body was found that night?
No, that's impossible.
Why?
I mean, because it could have been.
Why? Tell me why.
Because when I have my car, it's either at work. When I leave work, I come straight back to Johnson Avenue, Lauren's apartment.
Did anybody else have your car that night?
No one ever has my car.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. What time did you pick Naomi up?
I never picked Naomi up. Just being honest with you.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Well, about the time you leave your apartment is the time she goes missing.
But the thing about that is, when I drop Lauren off, I go straight to Bruton. So how is it that I can pick her up?
The thing about that is that we already have your phone records.
Okay.
And you were at the apartments at 1:30.
I was gone at 1:30.
Phone records show no, you were there at 1:30. That phone number that you gave me is the phone number we subpoenaed for the records. You were at the apartments at 1:30. You were not in Bruton.
I was on my way to Bruton.
You were. I'm not going to argue with you.
I mean, you don't have to argue, but okay. if you say I was at the apartment, just please search my license. Nothing has been changed in my car since the day that the first officer flipped through it and looked through it. Everything's in there. If you find anything in that car, it's going to be from Yolanda Mitchell. From where she sits in that front seat and talks to me.
I think one or two things happen. You either have a fetish or were attracted to Naomi and you got her to get in your car and things might have gotten, let's say, a little carried away, or either you're just a stone cold rapist or killer, man.
Well,
I mean,
it's
one or the
it's
other.
neither, because I never got her to get in my car. She's never been in my car. That's why I've never cleaned my house. I've never cleaned my car because of that. So I feel like if I clean that car and y'all find it clean, oh, well, he cleaned it before we can get to it. That's why I didn't do that.
Why would you even think?
Because the day that when they looked through the day that they questioned us, I had to get a brake job done. I told
What day were you questioned?
Friday.
Okay.
And I told the guy, I said, well, I had an appointment to get a brake job done at 10. I said, I'm not leaving because y'all questioned me. I said, I need to go get this brake job done. He was like, that's fine. But the guy that was with him as his partner, I don't even remember the name. I think it was like Officer Paul or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the other guy that was with him came, looked through my trunk. He opened my back seat, looked in it, front seat looked in it. And from that day there, I said, don't clean this car out. Because I feel like, it's eventually going to come. So I'm already, have a status of sex offender. So whatever I have is going to be searched. I feel like that anyway.
Right.
Because I'm already a potential suspect, I guess. Can you say that?
So if we say we have your car on video over there where we found the body, what do you say to that?
Yeah, like I told you a little while ago, impossible.
Here's what Robert didn't realize. Detectives aren't guessing. They're not fishing for information. They already have what they need. Camera footage placing him at the exact location where Naomi's body was discovered. It doesn't get more damning than that. Video evidence is the kind of proof that destroys alibis, the kind that leaves no room for doubt. But Robert, he refuses to accept it. He pushes back, denies, deflects, insists it's impossible. In his mind, there's still a way out of this, still a chance to talk himself free. What we're witnessing is a man who will say anything, do anything to maintain his innocence, even when the walls are closing in, even when the evidence is staring him in the face. He doesn't know how much they have on him, but he's about to find out.
So which is it? Did you pick her up and have...
I did not pick her up. I did not have anything to do with that child whatsoever.
Did she come get in your car that day?
She didn't get in anything that I own. Like I said, we've never been in spitting distance of each other at all. At all. She's never been in my car. She's never been in the same room with me. Like I said, we haven't been close at all, period.
I think she got in your car.
I'll tell you she didn't. I mean, you got your thoughts, You're supposed to try to analyze everything, but she didn't.
So, you weren't over around Detroit and Ashland on June 1st around 2:30 in the morning?
No, sir, I wasn't.
And what time do you say you got home?
It was around 2:30.
Well, we have your car on video over
Yeah,
there.
you say you do, but I'm telling you, you don't.
We have your car on video. We have your phone records that show your exact route from where you were at, from the apartments to Bruton, back down to where she was found, back to Johnson. And they show exactly which route you went.
Right.
You can't deny it. It's
You
your
say- if
phone
you say
number.
so. If you
It's
say
your
so.
phone number and your phone records. You could keep denying it, or you can tell me what really happened and give your story of what happened. She's a cute girl. She looks a little older. Maybe you guys had
No,
something and
how can we have something? I've never been around the child.
how do you
I don't-
explain though? How do you explain that your phone is showing that you're going in those directions?
If
How
you
do you
say this
explain
is showing, if you say you got my car on video and you say this is showing all of this, let me see it, because there's no way that none of that.
that? Want to see it?
There's no way.
All right, I'll show you.
What's that?
A Nissan Altima.
Okay, and what is that supposed to mean?
That's your car.
How's it? Okay, so how are you just gonna tell me that's my car? Out of
It's your car. Because your phone puts you in that exact spot that that car is at the exact time that that car is on that video.
if you say so.
We don't say so. I mean, that's what
It's
the
all in-
evidence says.
That is not my car. A 1-year-old and a 17-year-old
Your 17-year-old boy or girl?
girl.
Does she have anything to do with you?
Yeah, we talk.
Does she ever stay with you or anything?
No, she doesn't.
Where does she live?
She lives in Bruton.
How often do you see her?
This is when I go to her basketball games.
Do y'all talk on the phone, or
She might text me or something.
do y'all talk on Facebook, or
She'll text me. I have no idea.
I mean, you haven't? This girl's missing. You know about it. You haven't wondered what happened to her. Or,
I wondered. I mean, sure, I wondered, but I mean, I just hope that she was alive. You know, I didn't hope that something had happened. The worst had happened to her. I don't want the worst or anything bad to happen to nobody.
what did you think happened to her when you heard she was dead?
I didn't know. I mean, when I heard that she had been found, she was found dead, I was like, well, you know, damn. And I asked how or what happened, and they were like, they wasn't sure. You know, but matter of fact, we watched the live streaming they had on Facebook. Somebody was streaming it live on Facebook where they,
Well, what were they? Who was streaming?
I have no idea. You have people, like I say, you have people that will go live with stuff, and I mean, if they share it with everybody, anybody can see it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, so they Jimmy was watching it at work, and he stood and watched some of it.
What was going on that y'all were watching? Describe what was going
I
on.
mean, it was just, from what we could see, it was just like officers had it blocked off, and it was like a couple of people standing out there. That's all you could see.
So was somebody videoing or live streaming where she was found?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a news person or just like a normal person
I
that
guess
was
it
out
just
there?
A normal person with a phone. It wasn't news. I don't guess it was news. Like I say, it was just, you can just tell that like somebody was streaming it live. Cause it said live, and it tells how many viewers it has.
I got you. And what were they saying?
I mean, when nobody really saying anything, it's just like it was just showing that you see people talking, but you really couldn't hear anything they were saying.
Who did you ask about how she died or whatever? You said you asked some people.
I asked a person, when, matter of fact, Jeffrey told me at work, he was like, they found a little girl dead. And I was like, how? And he was like, I don't know.
I mean, was she a nice girl?
She saying He's a pretty good kid.
She pretty for a young girl? I mean,
She was a
cute,
kid.
cute kid?
She was a kid.
I gotcha. So you didn't pick her up and take her somewhere to the store, or
No, sir.
she ask you for a ride that
No,
day
sir.
or anything? So you didn't have her that day and things go a little too far,
No, I
and or maybe y'all are doing stuff and she said something to tick you off or degrade
sir.
you and you felt disrespected
No,
and
sir.
killed her?
No, sir.
Nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
I mean, you seem like you go to the gym, you're in shape.
What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, she's just a little 12-year-old girl. It'd be
Okay,
pretty
well, I
easy
guess,
for you to manhandle her, wouldn't it?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Why's your car and your phone records put you there where her body's
I
done?
have no idea.
I mean, I think it's a pretty sick person that did that to her myself.
Pretty much.
And you're either a pretty sick, cold-blooded killer, or something happened and something went wrong, and you and Naomi were doing whatever you were doing.
You've made the gesture of, I had nothing to do with that child whatsoever. At all.
I don't believe you.
I know you don't.
I mean, you can't explain to me or give me any good reason to believe you. Match up with your phone records. You have the same car that's on the video at the dump site. Your phone put you there at that time. See where I'm going with this?
Not very.
Things don't look good for you. This is your time to tell your story of what went wrong.
I just told you. I didn't have nothing to do with that child. At all.
I know they looked through your
And-
car. I know they looked through your car prior to. You said they looked it up to see whatever looked behind stuff. You do know that this search warrant that we're doing for your car right now is going to be more detailed.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
we're going to spray it. We're going
That's
to
fine.
comb it. We're going to
Okay.
and we're going to find something of her in that vehicle.
Okay. Like I say,
And we're going to test
the only hair you find.
the blood they found on the side of the vehicle.
The only on the side of it.
Yes.
Where did they find blood on the side of it?
It is on the passenger side in front of the rear tire.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know what the hell that is. But,
You want to see a picture of it?
I mean, if you want to show one, but I still.
Did you accidentally hit her with the car and got freaked out and you threw her in the car and took
No.
her somewhere because you
I
didn't
did
want to
not.
be in
No, I
trouble
didn't.
for hitting a kid with your car?
No, I didn't.
No?
No. And that'd be like, say, hair belongs to Yolanda Mitchell.
Well, they'll be sent off and tested.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you know the missing child's name?
Yeah, I read it on the flyer. I didn't have that stop.
What is it?
Naomi Jones.
Was she scared?
I don't know what she was. I never had her, so I don't know. You asking me things that
Did
I
she have a chance to fight?
I don't know. I have no idea. You asking me things that I don't know nothing about. She wasn't with me. I didn't have her, so I don't know what she could have did, fought, cry,
Did she cry
whatever.
for her mama?
I have no idea.
Did she beg you to stop?
I don't know what you're talking about because she was not with me. She was not with me. I did not have her. She did not go anywhere with me. I did not pick her up. None of that. I did not ask her to get in my car. She did not get in my car.
I'm trying to give you an out. If you were over in that area when your phone is showing there and your car is there, now's the chance to tell me that, okay, yeah, I went through that area, but I had nothing to do with that.
I had nothing to do with her at all. Period.
Because I have somebody that just told me that they would testify to you being at that site at that time in court. So that's enough right there to show you were there.
How can somebody testify against me? That
The phone data comes from an analyst. That analyst that looked at all that data and said, yep, he was there at that time, using that phone, hitting off this tower. He said he would testify in court that you were at that site where we found Naomi. So I'm trying to help you by, if you were there, now's the time to say it.
I had nothing. Honestly, I had nothing to do with being with her, having her, picking her up, dropping her off, anything. Don't know nothing about her. Don't know who got her, who picks her up, who did what. Nothing.
So where were you driving to then when you were over there? Were you going somewhere else? What were you doing?
All shit aside, all bullshit aside. No, I said I don't know nothing about this kid.
And that's fine. I just want to know why you were over there.
The pressure's mounting, and Robert feels it. Phone records, vehicle location data, both place him exactly where Naomi's body was found. This isn't circumstantial anymore. This is concrete, undeniable. Robert realizes staying silent won't save him. Denial alone isn't working. The evidence keeps stacking against him. So he makes a choice. He decides to talk, to offer some kind of explanation. Anything to justify why his phone pinged there, why his car was seen in that area. But what comes out of his mouth next is far from convincing.
When I came home, sometimes when I come home at night, I ride around to see what I can find out to hook up with.
Okay.
And that's what I was doing.
Did you hook up with anybody that night?
No.
No, you didn't find it? Do you know that area, or you just were driving around?
Just for driving.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we know you were there, so that makes more sense than saying I was never there, because we know you were.
But as far as having that kid, I ain't never had nothing to do with that kid. Never. That's why I said I was never gonna clean my car out or anything, because I want them to search that car. I want them to put lights, lamps, whatever. There's blood on the side of the car. Don't know where it come from. Don't know nothing about it. Don't know nothing about it. It's only been one person in that car other than me, and that's Yolanda Mitchell. That's why I say any hair you find in the front seat is hers.
Did you know that that's where we ended up finding Naomi later on? Did you learn that?
Yeah.
That was the location that you were driving around, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where we found her?
Now I seen that one on the live feed when I was looking at the live feed.
Were you surprised that that was where she was located and you were there just recently? And
I thought about it, like, well, damn, I said to myself, you know, damn, I was over there. But, you know, I didn't think no more of it. I was like, well, you know, I ain't have shit to do with that, so.
Did you ever stop right there on that bridge?
No. I didn't stop at all.
So you always were
It was
Moving.
constantly
driving
moving.
through
Yes,
there?
constantly moving. I never
how
stopped.
fast do you think you were going through there?
About maybe like 20, 25, maybe.
So now, I mean, now that we're being honest about the phone stuff, we know earlier when you said you weren't at the apartments at the 1:30, but we show you at the apartments at 1:30. Maybe did you have your time confused, or did you happen to stop in and forgot about it?
I know what I'm saying, it confused, but, you know, like I said, I know I dropped Lauren off at 12. And like I said, I never really kept up with the time from that.
Do you remember stopping back into the apartments after dropping her off at work?
Yeah, because I had to go back and get my own wallet, because I was supposed to have to keep my ID on me all the time.
Okay.
What if I could tell you that you stopped on that bridge?
Where?
Right there where she was found. When you turn off Detroit on Ashland there, you go up past that business a little ways and there's a bridge there with big concrete things and rails on top of it.
Yeah. Well, that's not the only, that was the only time I stopped, when I got back up to that corner. That stop sign.
You never stopped on that bridge? You sure about that?
Yes.
Thought we were being truthful.
We are.
No, we're not. Why'd you stop on the bridge?
Did not stop on the bridge. I stopped at the stop sign.
Yeah, you stopped there,
Mm-hmm.
but you also stopped on the bridge. And I can prove you did.
Okay.
Why'd you stop on the bridge?
You say you can prove I can. I mean, if you say you can prove I can, then tell me why I stopped on the bridge. Because I did not stop on the bridge.
You stopped on the bridge to put her body in the water. Naomi's body.
Did you throw her over the rail, or did you drag her around the side? That's the question I had. I was
Didn't
wondering
throw her on the
about.
rail. I didn't drag her around the side. I did not dump nobody. I did not dump a body anywhere. She was not in my car. Anything.
Was she in your trunk?
No. No. Not at all. Not
Why
at all.
are you stopped on that bridge a minute and a half, 2 minutes?
And I did not stop on the bridge.
The video shows otherwise.
Okay.
Two different places had video right there
Okay. Well.
on Ashland. It's undeniable that you stopped
You said
on
minute.
the
It stopped
bridge.
minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yes.
If something like that was to happen, then you got clear cut picture. If that's the case,
He asked you, why'd you stop?
I did not stop.
It's right there.
So you got a picture saying that I was stopped on the bridge. So that means you got a picture of me apparently dumping his body.
No, it's obstructed, but you could see that you came in, stopped, and didn't come out. At least for 2 minutes. That shows you stopped.
What about that?
You were sitting on the bridge, and a car came by, and you drove off, pulled back out on Detroit, turned around in the driveway, and then pulled back on. Am I lying?
Car passed by when
I-
you first
I did
tried to
not.
stop. You went down when you saw it. You went to the stop sign, waited for that car to get out of the way, came back around, and got back up on the bridge.
Tell me I'm lying.
That's exactly what happened.
I didn't show you the video, bud.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
I don't know about it.
Who dumped the body?
I don't know. I didn't dump it. Wasn't me.
Why are you stopped on the bridge? Look, man, what went wrong?
What do you mean what went wrong? I don't know what went wrong. I didn't have nothing to do with the child.
Is she? Do you know her to be promiscuous? Was she flirting with you?
I don't know
or?
anything. I've never had any kind of contact with this child.
Did you think she maybe have been older? And
I know this is a child. I've never had anything to do with this. Never. Other than speaking to that child when they spoke to me, that was it.
That child right there?
Yes,
Naomi?
Naomi. Yes.
she's cute. Was cute.
I mean, if I dump this body that y'all say, I mean, y'all should find something from me on her, or from her in my vehicle or whatever. If this is what I'm supposed to have done.
It's not it.
You know, when a jury sees that and hears your story, you know, if you showed some remorse or tell us what really happened, you know, that may make a difference in the end. But if you're going to sit there and just act like
But you want me
a
to you want me to sit here and tell you something, or tell you that I've done something what I haven't done. That's what you want me to do.
No,
I'm not saying that, you know, what you're saying about this jury thing, you know, like I say, they gon' when they hear it or see it or view it or whatever, they gonna feel how they feel. But at the same time, like I said, I didn't kill her, I didn't touch her, I didn't dump her body. So therefore, you want me to say I did this when I didn't do this.
But you did. Why else would you be stopped on that bridge? I mean, we probably asked you 12, 15 times why you were in that area. And then the best you can come up with, I was riding around looking for somebody to hook up with. Ain't nobody in that area to hook up with.
I mean, hell, I know that now. Shit, I rode the area. Shit, I didn't see anything out.
You knew that before you went there because you've been there
I know that.
before.
I've never been over there before. Like I said, other than
You
going
go to church right
okay,
across the street.
the church, as far as I've ever been until I rode through that neighborhood.
When you pull out to get on Detroit, you can see right across there. You knew what was there.
No, I didn't.
Now, a different detective takes over, and with him comes a different approach. This tactic doesn't work on everyone. The goal, create guilt. Make him feel the weight of what he's done. But here's the thing. Some criminals don't have a conscience. They feel no remorse, no empathy for the victim, no sympathy for the family left behind. You could talk for hours about the pain they caused, and it wouldn't move them at all. But Robert, maybe he's different. Maybe somewhere inside there's still a conscience. Maybe guilt can reach him where logic couldn't. The detective is about to find out.
What would you think about somebody doing that to your 12-year-old daughter?
I couldn't begin to imagine.
What do you think her mom was feeling right now?
Probably every emotion in the world that can be felt.
Anger, guilt, leaving him home alone. Angry that somebody killed her baby. Sad that she's gone. And to know that she lived right next door to the person that did it. And there wasn't shit that she could do for her daughter. You think her mama deserves all this?
No one knows.
No one does. You think her mama deserves closure? Her heart was ripped out of her body. That investigator right there, 6'5", 250 pounds, was about to shed a tear, telling that mama that her baby's gone. And we couldn't help that mama find her baby because she was dead. Somebody took her from her house, killed her, and threw her on the side of the road like she was a fucking dog. And she'll always have to look at her other two kids and never get to see that third one again. I couldn't imagine what she's going through. Every single day that she wakes up, she's going to think it's a fucking dream. And then she's going to realize it's real. I will never get my 12-year-old daughter back. She'll never get to see her graduate. She'll never get to see her grandkids. It was all taken from her. And that's basically what you just did to your daughter. She's gonna have to live with that every single fucking day. Every day. She's gonna wake up. What in the fuck did my dad do? He is a fucking monster. And I share his name. Your little boy's gonna grow up and learn the truth. That baby's mama deserves some closure. Because she'll never, ever get to see her 12-year-old daughter again. Ever. The bad thing about it is, she'll never get to see that last closure of what she looked like. I pray that she doesn't have to see that child in a funeral home. Because that doesn't even look like that pretty little girl. Skin slipping off, hair falling off her head. Animals eating on her. She'll never get to grow up and do things that she wanted to do. Hang out with her friends, go to school, find a boyfriend, get married, have kids. And I'm sure your daughter's got love for you, because you'll always be her daddy. Always. But you've taken her innocence from her, because everybody in Bruton will always tell that story. What her daddy did. The monster that he is. Absolute fucking monster. I can't imagine what went through your mind, what you were doing. The sheer fucking terror that little girl was going through. Absolute terror. She knew that she was gonna fucking die. Knew it. But she stared her killer in the fucking eyes. And she probably knew that her time was up. Knew it. Her time had come. She's going home to Jesus. She never deserved what she got. And what she got was tenfold. Tenfold. You're talking a 12-year-old girl that should still be at home walking her bulldog with her two little brothers that thought the world of her. And her mom out there busting her fucking ass, working to put food on the fucking table for her kids. You know the guilt that she's got for this? Because she wasn't at home. She was at fucking work. Summer's here, kids are home playing. She, 12-year-old girl, playing the mother role, taking care of the kids so her mother could go to work. She comes back home with her two little brothers after walking that dog. And tells her little brother, "I'll be right back." She walks out that door. And her mother's worst nightmare came fucking true. She met you. I can't even imagine what that little girl did to deserve that. Treated like absolute garbage. And murdered. I not only feel bad for her mother, I feel bad for Naomi's two brothers. I feel bad for your family. I feel bad for your 17-year-old daughter, because she's hitting that age right now as a young adult. She's not that much older than Naomi. And she's going to be a senior this year. It's going to be the hardest year of her life. Why? Look at me. What did she do to deserve this, Robert?
I know you don't believe me, but I didn't kill it.
Woo. See, I thought we were getting somewhere, and you pulled some fucking
I know
bullshit
you
on
don't,
me.
I know you don't believe me.
Yeah, fuck no, I don't believe you. Fuck no. You cannot tell me y'all are next door fucking neighbors. She goes missing that afternoon, and you're driving around where she's dumped at. Not only driving around, you fucking stop. You come back by, you're over there for like 9 fucking minutes. 9. Doing circles. You know why? Because you're fucking nervous. You don't know where to put her. Because you don't know the area. Because you're from Bruton. And you couldn't have dumped her ass up in Bruton because they'd have known it was you. Because you knew we were going to be out there looking. And when we come across you, that you're the sex offender from Bruton. And you would have been the first person that we would look for. So you had to bring her back. She had to be dumped in Pensacola. I couldn't imagine the stress building up in you over there that night coming home. Fuck. Police gonna get behind me? Am I gonna get fucking stopped? I got a fucking body in my car. Where in the fuck am I gonna put her? Here, let me, right here. This is where I'm gonna do it. And then you see those fucking headlights shine? Goddamn, here comes a car. Holy shit. Let me get out of here. Fuck. Still got her in the car. Gotta get rid of her. Do or die. I gotta do it now. Here we go. Stop the car. Let me get this in the car. Fuck it. Right here. Throw her in the water. Fuck it. Dump, gone. I got away with it. I'm done. Stress go away then? makes you shit when Lauren called and said, "Holy shit, the FBI's over here, going door to door." Door to door. What do I tell them? Do we know any sex offenders? Because it's a 12-year-old girl. Fuck it. No, I don't know no sex offenders. But I'm one. Mr. Howard, we need to talk to you at the sheriff's office again. Oof. There goes that stress again. Walked out here this afternoon. Whew. They got them snowed. You know, we followed you all the way from Bruton. All the way to the house. Ruh-roh. Get out of the car. Got it made. Going back upstairs. Road. Who are all these people? Ruh-roh. We got the right person. We don't need you to say anything. Look at me. Look at me. We're past all that shit, Robert. We're past
What
that.
kind of help can I get?
What kind of help can you get?
Yes.
This is the moment Robert breaks. The detective's tactics have worked. There's no way out anymore. The evidence is piled up, layer after layer. The constant accusations, the unwavering certainty from the detectives. They knew he did it. Maybe he believes confessing will help his case. Admitting the truth might mean a lighter sentence. It could have been the pressure. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that guilt finally catching up to him. That weight he's been carrying. Whatever it is, it's enough. Robert starts to talk.
Let me make this to you. I can't make you any deals or promises, but what I can do is tell the state attorney that Robert Howard came in here and he owned up to his mistake. Because there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We got the right fucking person, okay? And we can prove it. Tell me what happened.
I need something for sure in writing.
I can't hear you.
I said I need something for sure in writing. I mean, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in prison.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to get to the point where I'm too old to not see my son do something. I need something in writing that, you know, saying, well, you know, after X amount of years that, you know, I will go see the street.
Okay. There may be hope for you, Robert. But before we can get to that, you got to be able to explain this. I can tell that you're not a bad dude.
And,
You speak well.
I just need this in writing saying that, I guess I knew, so you can't make me no deals. You can't. I just need something in writing saying.
How about this? We'll talk about this, and I will give you my word that I will go to the state attorney, and I will say, he came in here, we did a little dance, but he found it in his heart to talk about this, and he owned up to it. Whatever happens down the road is going to be up to them. Okay? But the problem is this 12 years old grown man murders her, and then it's like, I didn't do it, I don't know nothing about nothing. They will absolutely put you to death. I told you what I'd do for you. I would tell that state attorney. He came in here, he talked to me.
Well, okay, you telling him that. I mean, that's still not telling me or guaranteeing me anything as far as the percentage for you.
And I can't do that for you, brother. I can't guarantee you anything. I'm not going to sit in here and lie to you and tell you that I can. But I can look at you and I can tell you're struggling with this.
Well,
I want to help you get it off your shoulders. And I want to help you.
well, can you talk to him first?
And ask him what?
I mean, I know I'm not in no position whatsoever to try to bargain with anything. Like I said, I just want to be able to get out and see my son or something. So I mean, if he's, if he, I mean, I know they want whatever they can get or give to me because this is a child.
I can tell you this, if you don't get right, you'll never see the light of day.
I understand that too. I understand that.
So it's either you're going to roll the dice and try to play and see what happens, and your little boy will never see his father. Let's just start from the beginning.
I need something. I mean, I know you say you can't promise me anything, but I mean, like I said, I mean, the child is dead, so there's, like I said, there's no guarantee that, you know, they will have any kind of sympathy or mercy on me, regardless of how I present myself or whatever I may say on. I mean, there's no guarantee they'll have no sympathy on me. That I can still very well get the death penalty.
I would say
That or spend the rest of my life in prison. I don't want to
do you want to be executed?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't.
I wouldn't either. But what I need from you is a little cooperation and good faith. To show this mother some closure.
I need a number.
Kind of number.
20.
Enough on you.
Of time.
20 years?
Yeah. I mean, I know that may not mean shit to a lot, but like I said, I mean,
What do you think her life is worth?
her life was well worth more than 20 fucking years.
How do you think that me, can promise you 20 years? And I
You
can't.
said you can't.
And I
But
can't.
the thing, I say the thing of, at least, I want to say, can you can talk to him first? I mean, if he's willing to sit down and talk, I'll sit down and talk to him myself. I mean, I don't know how much he may listen to it, how much he may get right. I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't have shit to say to me. Probably wouldn't want to talk.
I don't know that.
I mean, I know you don't. I'm just saying, you probably really want to, but I just need something that I can see. Like I said, I don't want to see my son on the other side of these walls for the next. I said, at the end of the day, it ain't nobody else's fault about what's happening.
It's not anybody else's fault but Robert's.
Not only that, I mean, like I said, I've been dibbing and dabbing with a lot of shit, and I also got a little girl on the way that nobody knows about but me and her and a few other folks.
Yolanda?
No.
Different one?
Yeah.
God damn you, man.
No, that's exactly what I've been. I mean,
Let me help you.
show me how.
Let's talk about it. I already
Let's
told you
talk
what I...
about it, man.
Listen to me,
I
Robert.
understand you tell him that, but I'm still. I still feel like I'm never gonna see the light of day. I mean, like I said, it's nobody's fault but my own, but I mean, I am sorry for what happened to his child. But at the same time,
How, though? I can't wrap my fucking head around it. What could have gone so bad for you to do this to this girl?
did they find the candy in her mouth?
Yes.
They found candy in her mouth.
Yes. What was it?
It was candy.
What kind of candy?
I have no idea. I just know she was eating candy.
Okay.
You
When she came out of the house?
know, she was eating it when she approached me. She was eating.
You gotta speak up because I'm about fucking half deaf. So she comes out of the house eating candy. Were you sitting in your car? Coming out of your house?
I need help. I mean, I need some kind of help. I need to. I mean, yeah. Who is this you say you was gonna talk to?
State attorney.
Is there any way I can talk to the state attorney?
Probably not at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I understand.
3 o'clock in the
4 o'clock in the
morning.
morning, but at whatever the earliest convenience that if he will.
We could probably make something happen. You've got to show remorse to even have an absolute chance to not spend the rest of your life in prison.
Say it again.
You have got to show some remorse.
I mean,
Listen to me, Robert. I'm not here to pass judgment on you, to belittle you, talk down to you, anything like that. You're a grown man, okay? I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But what I would like to do is have some answers, because that's what her mama deserves. I mean, human being. Some compassion. Were you outside when they were walking the dog? No. You just happened to see her coming back outside?
I was already outside.
You were? Where were you at?
And it just came down the steps.
Okay. Did she come out the door?
She had came out, she spoke. I spoke back. She was said she didn't like my shoes.
She liked your shoes.
Oh, thank you. And she said something that I didn't understand. So I said, "What did you say?" She was like, "Nothing." Went on to my car. Got 2 Powerades out of my trunk. Took them in the hospital in the refrigerator. And I came back out. Took me my charger. Went to the car. And she said it again. And I asked her what she said. She told me, "You heard." I said, "No, I didn't. What did you say?" And she was like, "Well, where's Lauren?" I said, "Lauren's at work." She said, "Can I come in with you?" And I told her no. And she couldn't come in. She kept on. I let her come over. I let her come over. I kept telling her no. She walked over to the steps as I was going up the steps. And she said, "I'm coming anyway." I said, "No, you're not." The further I went up, the further she came to go. When I make it to the door, she's at the top of the steps, and I tell her to go back home. Go home. Go home. She stands there and she's like, "Why can't I come in? Why can't I come?" I said, "Because you can't. You don't need to be over here. Leave." She starts back down the steps, closes the door. I lock the door. She knocks on the door. I answer the door and I ask her to leave again. As I walk back out on the balcony, because I didn't want no one to get the perception that I was trying to lure her in or drawing her in. I walk back out on the balcony. There's not no one in sight, no one. And I was like, man, on any particular day, there'd be 100 people around here. But in this instance, there's no one here. So I walk back to the end of the balcony. And I tell her just to go home. Again, go home. So she starts down the steps like she's going to leave. So when I turn around, she comes back again. When she comes back again this time, she walks all the way up on me like she's trying to brush up against me, telling me I'm scared of her. I'm like, "I'm not scared of you. I just need you to leave. If something happened and somebody say something, then you got a problem.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no problem. There ain't gonna be no problem." So I don't go back to the house. I don't even go back in the apartment. I go sit on the steps, and I'm trying to wait on her just to leave because I don't want no problems about her being around that door.
Right.
So when I go get up, I go throw some in the garbage. She comes right over to the garbage can where I am. Walk back up the steps. Walk back in the house. She's coming back up the steps. She comes to the door. So when she gets to the door, I stand at the door and talk to her. She stands there and she's making gestures to me. "Can she come in? Can she come in with me?" I said, "No, you can't come in." I said, "Because we're going to get in trouble. If you come in here, we're going to get in trouble." And so, we still standing at the door. And she's like, I'm about paranoid because, I know I have this over my head and you got this 12-year-old girl standing at the door. And, so she still trying to come in. By now she's like in the doorway trying to come in. And I still want to let her come in. And so as I extend my arm to push her back out of the doorway, she pushes my arm down and like pushes me. Try to push me back. I ain't gonna say she tried to push me back out of the way, but she like if I slap her arm down, she like tries to push me back.
Right.
Not saying she was trying to force her way in, she tried to push me back. Okay, so when she tried to push me back, I slap her arm down again. Stop. quit. So this time, I want to say it was gum she's eating. And she said something under her breath. And I'm like, what did you say? And she was like, don't worry about it. So she's still standing there. So right when I closed the door, she grabs the knob, tries to open it. I said, get away from the door. Just leave, get away from the door. And when she leaves, I turn around and close the door again. She knocks again. She knocks and finally I open it. She comes in. And she never leaves, never goes no further than the front door. And she's making gestures, sexual gestures.
Like what?
Can she see? She can handle it. You know, she got a boyfriend that's 15 and this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, I really don't. And at this time is when she didn't grab my knee, but she grabbed at like my shirt, the bottom of my shirt, like she was trying to. And so when I grabbed her wrist, told her to stop, look, seriously, you need to leave. And so like she's trying to snatch away, like she's, you know, trying to fight back. And she's keeping on. And I really didn't mean for things to go the way they did. I didn't try to hurt the child, but before I realized I had choked her out.
How? Just around the neck?
Around the neck. I choked her out around the neck. And I said I didn't really mean for it to happen. I didn't mean to do it. You know, I heard when she was found. That's why I said I would really like for them to take a DNA test, because they said when she was found, she didn't have on no bottom. She was fully dressed. She was fully dressed. I never took any of her clothes off. I never took anything anywhere. She was fully dressed. I took both of her. She had slides.
Mm-hmm.
I even took her slides and left them with her.
At the creek?
Yes. I said, all this stuff, she didn't have on no bottoms and stuff like that. I don't know nothing about that. I choked her out, yes. I'll admit that. I did choke her out, but I did not. That's why I stressed them, do a DNA test. No, do this. Like I said, because did I have sex with her in my car? No, I didn't do any of that.
Did you have sex with her upstairs?
No, I didn't have sex with her anywhere.
Obviously, she's a good-looking little 12-year-old.
But that sex with her was not anywhere my intention.
I mean, obviously, she was coming on to you. She just wanted to see her.
That's what she said, but that's not me. I understand.
It is what it is. I mean, she's trying to get...
Not what I wanted from a 12-year-old.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted from a 12-year-old.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to pass judgment on you or nothing like that. She comes up to your house back and forth a couple times. She obviously gets in there. She's flirting with you. I get it. You know, she's grabbing at your shirt. Let me see you handle it. Nothing like that.
That's why I said I want them to try to, do whatever DNA test they can. That's why I didn't object to having the swab done or any of that, because I never did anything sexual with her.
I mean, what pushed it to the point of, was it like playing around?
It really,
just made you snap?
Just really, really pissed me off, because I'm trying to tell this child to leave. I already know I have this kind of shit on my head. I know sex offender shit is some serious shit. You have to be very careful about whatever you do, and it's pissing me off because, okay, you're doing this, but you don't know
mm-hmm.
how this is making me feel. I'm pissed because, okay, here there's a 12-year-old child. Now, just say somebody walked in. Lauren walks in. Her mom somebody see her walk in. Her mom walks in. Okay, and they see her, and the first thing they're going to say is, what you doing with my daughter in here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have your daughter.
Okay. So you grab her by the neck, did you shove her against the wall or shove her against the door, or what, while you were choking her?
In the corner of the wall.
Corner of the wall, behind the door, in the corner. And I mean, I guess at some point she went out.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
She went out. I thought she was had just blacked out, but I had choked her pretty damn good to the point where she wasn't breathing.
How long do you think you choked her
I don't even know. I seriously don't know.
for? Okay.
I really don't.
And she goes out, and then you're like, oh fuck, realize what had happened. Then what?
At first, I'm thinking that she's kind of bullshitting just to. And so when I see that she's not bullshitting, I really just panic from that point.
What'd you wrap her in?
I didn't wrap her in anything.
Okay. Where'd you put her?
She was in the car,
Where at?
in the back seat.
In the back seat. So you grab her, carry her downstairs, and put her in the back seat.
Honestly, I didn't know what to do. I felt if I tried to take her to the hospital, it would say that this is what I was afraid of. If I took her to the hospital, I would end up here.
Right.
Because a sex offender brought this young girl to the hospital, dead or whatever. So I feel like I just had to, try to get rid of the body.
Okay.
So
you leave the house. Where do you go?
Bruton.
Okay.
I ride to Bruton, not having any intention on leaving. I'm really trying to figure out what I need to do.
Right.
I ride and try to figure out what I need to do.
But you know that you got to go to work, right?
Yeah. I go to Bruton. I don't know what I need to do. I'm scared because I've never physically hurt anybody to the point of this.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I've had fights with guys, I've never, hurt, killed, damn near killed, anything. I ride to Bruton just trying to figure out what I need to do, what I need to do.
Did you call anybody?
I want to say I talked to Yolanda. Like I said, I did talk to her before she went to the funeral. Like I said, I was just really just trying to talk to anybody that I can try to talk to try to calm myself because I didn't know what to do.
I understand.
I passed a coworker of mine, Jeff. I passed him and called him, and he asked me. It was like about 2:40, and I told him. I said, he said he was headed to work, and I said, well, I got to go to the house, which I went to my house like I always do. I had to go to the house and check on something. So I went to the house. I walked in the house, and I sat on my bed for a minute.
Did you bring her inside?
No, I didn't.
Left her in the car?
I left her in the car. I left her in the car. I knew I couldn't get her out. I wouldn't have needed trying to take her. Like I told him earlier, where my house is, there's nothing blocking anything from my front door or my back door. So if I tried to take her out, somebody would have seen it. So I just left her in the car. I sat on my bed for a minute trying to think of what I need to do. Do I need to call somebody? Do I just need to just fuck it? And so I was like, well, go back to Pensacola. Go back to Pensacola. So I called Jeff, told him, look, I'll be back. Which I did have to get my rain gear and my boots and stuff because I didn't have none of that. But when that happened, I just, as fast as I could, tried to get her out to the car.
Let me ask you this before we go. Did you think to yourself, if I fucking drop this chick off up here in Bruton, that they would know who the fuck it was? Did that cross your mind? Or?
No, it didn't cross my mind. I just didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I just
so you
really
get in
didn't
the
know what
car.
to do. So I get in the car and I come
You
back
go
to
back to
Pensacola.
Pensacola.
I come back to Pensacola. I come on back to the house, come back to the apartment. I go in the apartment, and the whole time I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this body. I go upstairs and I get my stuff together, and I come back. When I come back down, I see the ladies walking, so I throw my raincoat in the car, in the back seat, throw my boots in the back on the floor.
Who'd you see walking?
Naomi's mom and another lady.
What were they doing?
Naomi's mom was on the phone. The other lady was just walking with her, and the lady, she stopped me and asked me and said, "Have you seen a little girl?" And when she asked me that, my heart just sank.
Because you knew they were
I already
looking
knew they
for
were
her.
looking for her.
And she's in your back seat.
She back there in my backseat dead. And I'm like, well, I mean, I can't tell them that she's in my backseat dead. I mean, so I said, no, ma'am, I haven't. And Naomi's mom was like, well, it's my little girl. So you know my little girl? I'm like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, at that point, she was like, I don't know what time she went missing. She like, her brother doesn't even know. He was standing out there with her. He was like, he don't even know when she left. And I'm trying to get away as fast as I can because I don't need him to walk me to my car.
Right.
And
So you get in your car.
I get in my car. And I come to work.
Okay.
I come to work.
Did you tell anybody at work?
No. I didn't tell anybody at work. There's only one other guy that works with me. Well, there was another guy there that night that was doing some stuff with the ammonia cars that he had to steam clean them or something.
All right, so you get off work, jump in the car, head back to Pensacola.
Pensacola. I don't know, Pensacola. I'm thinking, I got to find something to do with this body. I can't leave it here. It's going to smell and somebody's going to find it. And I tried to think of everything I could think of, and I just kept coming my initial. When I finally just decided, okay, I got to dump it somewhere. I just got to dump it, but I didn't know where. I said, well, I can't take it to, put it in no dumpster nowhere because it's easy to be found. So my initial thought was to just keep going 29 south, just as far as I can just make myself go and just find somewhere just to dump the body out. But I was like, well, fuck it, I'll turn here. And, I guess that's whatever street that is. I went down, and I went all the way down, just trying to find somewhere to try to dump this body. But I'm scared to get out. I'm scared to stop. I'm scared of being seen. So I really don't know what to do. I ride all the way back around, to the curb where it gets to the interstate. Turn around and come back up, and I take the right where the bridge is, and I see it. I'm thinking, well, maybe here's a good place, but then again, I don't know. I don't know how this bridge flows, or where it flows to. Then I know this company is right next door, so I'm like, well, maybe it might be found. So car comes, I pull on up, going around, and I drive down into the neighborhood, and I turn around and come back out. And, I slow down again, but I didn't stop. I turned like they said, pulled up in the driveway, backed back out once the car was gone, I got out and took her body and dumped it in the water.
You throw it over the rail or around the side?
Over the rail.
Threw it over the rail. Okay. She hit the water and then you jump back in the car. And
She hit the water. I got in the car and I left. Went back to the apartment. I sat there and I didn't sleep. I just sat there and thought about, what the fuck have I done?
So when you brought her outside, you carried her, you didn't have to drag her or anything?
No, I didn't have to drag her.
Okay. So, you work with duct tape at all at work or anything like that? Did you put a bag around her head or anything like
I didn't
that?
put anything around her head.
Okay, because she's got duct tape stuck to her hair.
I don't know, but like I said, I heard that she didn't have any bottoms on.
She didn't.
That's okay, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't have nothing to do with that. That's why I want them to do a DNA,
Okay.
for that, to prove that I had nothing to do with that. And they probably really won't make a fuck now because the child is dead. Regardless, they probably still won't look at it like that, but
Did you stab her at all?
no.
It looks like she's got stab marks in her neck.
No, I didn't stab her. The only thing I did was choked her.
Okay.
That was was that.
You didn't have sex with her?
No, I didn't. That's why, like I said, I want them to do this DNA test
Okay.
too. No, for that purpose.
To be honest with you, it looks like you cut her thumb.
What? Like I said, I didn't. That wasn't me. I said, I'm telling you everything that I've done. Everything that I've done. I didn't touch her sexually at all. No way, no form. I said, when I heard that she didn't have no bottles on when they found her, it worried the fuck out of me, because I said, well, if they do find out, they're going to say I did. I'm already accused as a sex offender. But
Well, how do you think her bottoms would come off?
I don't know. I'm telling you. I'm telling you the story. I'm
I
talking.
mean,
I don't know.
Robert, it's not going to matter one way or another, whether you had sex with her
I didn't know.
or not.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you and I'm letting you honestly know.
Okay.
All shit aside, I did not touch her sexually.
Not at all?
No, I did not. That's why, like I said, I didn't touch her sexually. Like like you said, and like I just told you, it probably ain't gonna make a fuck to them,
Well, I mean, where we're at now, I'd like to see honesty.
I'm being honest with you. I did not.
Because it's not going to matter one way or another, but what it does matter is if you're being honest on down the road, it may look like, well, he fucking lied about that shit. If you had sex with her, you had sex with her. It ain't no fucking big deal. If you took her pants off and, whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
I did not have sex with her. I didn't stab her. I didn't have sex with her. That's what I'm saying, It was like it's blood on the car. And I don't know what that can be from, because she wasn't bleeding.
She didn't have any injuries? Nothing? Blood, nothing like that?
She wasn't bleeding from the nose, the mouth, or anything. No, there was no blood. I said, I don't know where. Just when he was, I forget his name, the guy that was in here earlier, he was saying that, he said that you found blood, but like I said, I don't know where that came from.
There's some kind of blood on your car.
Because she wasn't bleeding
She
at
wasn't
all.
bleeding?
No. She wasn't bleeding at all.
You sound coming off with the story and stuff. I mean, I believe what you're saying, but I also believe that you're holding back just a little bit on far as any kind of sexual contact.
There was no sexual contact.
And the reason I say this is because I could tell Naomi wanted it. I mean, she come up there following you. She made comments to you out in the parking lot. She followed you upstairs. She went down the stairs. She come back upstairs. She hung out for a little bit, trying to get in your door. She's flirting with you. She brushes up against with you. Says that she can take whatever, wanting to see it, grabbing your shirt. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you gave it to her.
I never did anything sexual with her.
Did you show it to her?
No.
Come on.
I'm
Lie
serious.
now.
I'm not. I mean, hell, I done told you basically that I done killed the child, but
You did.
I mean, I did not
Nothing?
rape her. No, nothing. Nothing.
So let me just run it back. You were outside. You came home. Warren was at work. You already dropped her off at work. She comes out the door. She comes over and speaks to you a little bit. You say hi back. She comments on your shoes. She starts flirting with you a little bit. You kind of back off a little bit, go upstairs. She follows you upstairs. The little courting thing goes on for a minute. She ends up coming inside. So is that, in a nutshell, comes inside? What was it that she said to you that made you mad?
It's just that she kept trying to, she kept trying to advance. It's like, even when I would tell her no, she would try to grab like something. She was reaching like for me, and I would slap her hand down. It's just like, it made her try just that much more.
Right.
I mean, even though she was laughing, it was pissing me off because I did not want to be caught up in that situation. Like I said, if her mom pulled up and somebody seen her over there, like your daughter up there, so now she come up, she ain't got no understanding. All she knows is her daughter's up there with an older man. So she don't, I mean, then she's like, well, what's going on here? And it can easily be saying, well, I don't know what the fuck she would have said. If she would have just, I doubt she would have been honest about it. Say if even if
She didn't laugh at you or nothing, tell you you had a little.
No.
Made her mad? Made you
And
mad?
just her keep trying to advance, and like I said, it pissed me off because I didn't want to be caught up in that situation. And like I said, I
You
just
snapped and got her by the throat?
took it too far.
Sure it wasn't kind of sexual
No.
shit, fantasy?
No, I don't even get into that shit, and anybody that I've ever dealt with can tell you that.
Just old
The
straight
laundry,
sex?
the girl, they got the little girl by Lauren. Girl I've ever dealt with can tell you I don't do that shit. Just straight out sex, whatever position, but all those choking and all the other shit, I don't get into that shit. That,
Well, goddamn, you ain't no fun.
that's
Nah,
like
fuck
saying
with
that shit takes
I'm
from
just fucking with
I need help, man. I don't want to spend my life in prison.
I understand that. And you may not. You came in here, told your story. I can tell it bothers you.
But tell Let
me tell you what would have been bad. What would have been bad if you stuck to your fucking bullshit and said you don't know nothing about nothing, and we proved it wrong, and the jury gets up there and sees what was done to that little girl. Because, obviously her pants are missing. Everything told me the truth.
Yes, sir.
You feel better about it now?
I hate it happen. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would. I just leave her ass there knocking.
I understand. What's up, man?
Stand up for me, man.
In August 2021, the case reached its conclusion in court. A jury found Robert Howard guilty of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He's now serving that sentence with the Florida Department of Corrections, held at the Santa Rosa Correctional Institution Annex. The verdict brought the legal process to an end, but the impact of the case remains. What began as the disappearance of a 12-year-old girl ended with a permanent sentence, and a community forever changed by what happened in those days of uncertainty.